Hello. Welcome back to the channel. That's right, the channel that never knows exactly what it wants to do. We have gaming, vlogs, a bunch of other stuff that we just end up doing. But even then, you know the name. Sir James Insane, and we are back with the segment I started a long time ago and never really did much with, gaming news. So we're going to be talking a little bit about some things I found out last night while I was at work. So lucky for that. So I found out from a source on an article on Variety. That's right. It could have been any other site, any other news site, but Variety is the one I found first. So who cares? So, and I quote, "The final episodes for Telltale Games' The Walking Dead, the final season will be released after all." You hear that? Now, the thing that's so exciting for this channel is that this is the game, well, not the final season, but this is the game series that technically started what we have now. I've had this channel for a long time before I started playing The Walking Dead, but it wasn't until I restarted playing The Walking Dead through season 1 that we actually jump-started and became what we are now. And we will just continue to go higher and higher thanks to you guys. So let me continue reading this article because it's when I read it last night I was excited. Alright, so with Skybound taking over development, and Skybound is the company that creates the Walking Dead comics, the original storyline. With Skybound taking over development and publishing of the game The Walking Dead, creator and Skybound founder Robert Kirkman announced Saturday. I butchered the way I was supposed to read that, but pretty much Skybound, which is owned by Robert Kirkman, who is the writer and creator of The Walking Dead, his company Skybound Entertainment are the ones who are going to be publishing for The Walking Dead, the final season to finish. Now, whatever happens after that with the company, I don't really know, but let's just continue reading. Skybound also hopes to keep the original Telltale development team intact so that they can be the ones to finish the season. So that's great news. That means the original crew that was there to start the season are going to be the ones to finish it, which makes sense. You don't want a whole other group to jump in and somehow butcher shit, even though it's probably already written in stone. You know how it goes, y'all. Alright, Skybound Games will work with members of the original Telltale team to finish the story, though nothing has yet been finalized. A spokesperson told Variety, Skybound never used in-house developers on its games before. So again, that's just elaborating on the fact that they're going to be using the original crew to finish the game, which again, great news, and for whoever they are, that's great. They kind of have a job again, and this is out of focus. Why? Focus on me. And now this is a quote, and I quote, "We've successfully negotiated with Telltale Games for our company Skybound to come in and see season 4 of The Walking Dead game to completion," Kirkman told an audience at New York Comic Con Saturday night. "We can't lose Andrew Lincoln and Clementine in the same year." So what that means, if you're following the Walking Dead show, you know that that Andrew Lincoln, aka the guy who plays Rick Grimes, is leaving the show, meaning he's gonna be killed off. And for fans of The Walking Dead to lose him and then Clementine in the same year would be pretty horrible for The Walking Dead. That would mean like the only thing standing is the comics, and not everyone reads comics these days. So yeah, that's a lot of great news, that's definitely something we needed to hear. And it couldn't have been done better, honestly, with Robert Kirkman and his team, his company, taking the reins and making sure that the season gets done right. So that's pretty fucking awesome that Robert Kirkman, creator of The Walking Dead, has so much love and care for our favorite version of The Walking Dead. But yes, that was the massive news, but we still got a little bit more, and also something, sorry, I just cracked my hand. Didn't break it though, hopefully. But yeah, there's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, and then we're gonna hit the final bit of Walking Dead news. So this is definitely a very Walking Dead centric video, and sorry, the quality isn't as great as it could be. Things happen and I have to work with the punches, and by things happening, I'm in a very undisclosed location in my house because, you know, people like to play music out loud. Oddly enough, as soon as I entered this undisclosed location, they stopped playing the music. But I wasn't gonna move back, so here we are. So before we get to the last bit of Walking Dead news, this is the thing I wanted to talk to you all about. So, like I said earlier, this channel's been going on for quite some time, quite a bit of time. It wasn't until like maybe a month or two ago that things actually started to kick off for the channel. So I mean, I'm not saying like I'm in like the thousands in terms of subs, but you get what I'm saying. I actually have an audience now. Thank you. But I used to do different things on the channel. I created different types of segments and things like that. So, sorry. One of them was with a good friend of mine. A good friend of mine, he had his own segment on the channel, and he went by the name of Sir WEEABUU. And you know what a weeb is. It's like a guy who's like obsessed with anime and Japanese culture. So yeah, my friend, he's very much like that, and I thought it'd be great for him to have a segment on the channel. And his first video was pretty funny. I'm actually gonna list all the videos of his in the description below because I want you guys to tell me what you guys think. And this is strictly to like anime lovers or people who are at least fans of anime. If it's not your thing, you know, this what I'm saying right now isn't really for you, because you know it's cool if you don't like it or anything. But I just wanted to, you know, put this out there because the segment hasn't been done in a while, and I feel like maybe it is time for it to come back. Now that more people are watching and actually give a shit about what goes on my channel. But yeah, so the segment, my favorite one of his segments is also a bit of his favorite was Animu Review, not animal, animu, like anime review. So he would review animes no matter how old they were. You know, once he would get around to seeing them, he would review them, and it would be funny, and because he's a real funny character, honestly, he definitely is. So again, he reviewed Dragon Ball Super. I think that was the last one he did. A couple other things. Look, they're in the description below. Definitely watch those because they're pretty god dang funny. So yeah, I just wanted to know if you guys would like to see that segment come back, because again, it was a really great part of the channel, and it was really awesome. And I think it definitely adds more variety and puts more of an emphasis on the Sir James Insane than, you know, having a bunch of different things you could watch. It's almost like a TV network. That and my friend, he's been itching to review some more animus. But yeah, enough about that. We're gonna start talking about the final news segment. So last night while I was at work, I read the tragic and really crappy news that the Walking Dead star, you know, he's killed off the show at this point, but he was still a great character. Hershel from the show, the actor Scott Wilson, died last night at the age of 76. I'm not really gonna touch down on what he died of, but it just sucks, you know, because he was a really great actor, and he was, you know, from what people say and from what you see in him, you know, he was definitely a really nice guy. He channeled a lot of who he was into that character, and he played it in his own way. He made that character his own. So it really sucks that, you know, he had to die so early. It really is a tragedy, and it really sucks. And you know, for his closest friends and family, we feel for you. And you know, just know that he was loved. Everybody loved his take on that character, and more importantly, everybody loved him. And it's really unfortunate. But there might be a small little thing to look forward to. From what I was reading, apparently he was supposed to come back for season 9, the new season of The Walking Dead, he was supposed to come back, and maybe those episodes were already filmed, and so we might actually get to see him one last time, and if we do, then that would be phenomenal. And I'm pretty sure this season is already filmed because the episode goes up tonight. The first episode of season 9 goes up tonight, so we might get to see him one last time being his Hershel self, and it's gonna be really awesome if we get to. So yeah, rest in peace, Scott Wilson. You made a I guess memorable character of The Walking Dead a whole lot more memorable. Honestly, he turned that character, who is the same Hershel Green that we see in the Telltale's Walking Dead in season 1, the one who kicked us out because his son died. We saw him turn that character into his own, and honestly, I kind of prefer the show version, and I think a lot of people do too. So thank you for that, Scott Wilson. You will definitely be missed. So yep, that's the end of this. Sorry to end it on such a sad note, but I just had to talk about it because when I read it, I was like, it sucked, you know, it really sucks. So yep, this is the end of gaming news. Granted, the last thing wasn't exactly gaming, but who cares? Also, just like I mentioned how I want my friends segment, you know, the anime review and all that stuff to come back, anime review. Would you guys like to see more gaming news? Of course, I won't be covering everything. I would only be covering the things I'm interested in because, you know, everyone's already covering the things I'm interested in and the things I'm not interested in. So, if I'm gonna do it, might as well cover the things I'm interested in because why bore myself with the things that I don't care about? Anyways, thank you all for watching if you did. Remember, today there is a stream and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be memorable. And it's going to be the best one yet. Once again, we're going to be playing God of War for PS4. Boy. And of course, I will be rocking the Kratos look because it's beautiful. If I looked like that every day, I'd have to. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. It's gonna get real R-rated. But yes, thank you all for watching. This has been Gaming News, and I am your host, Sir James Insane. And until next time, stay sane, play games, and above all else, remember, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and overall, somebody loves you.